Dear students, in a previous session we have discussed about what is the definition of the matrix, how to represent it, and what is the order of the matrix. In the today's session we will discuss about the different types of matrices. At the beginning, there are different types of the matrices. At first, we define the column matrix. The name itself defines the matrix here. So, a matrix is said to be a column matrix. A matrix is said to be a column matrix if it has only one column. So, if any matrix having only one column, number of rows may be anything, but column should be only one. That matrix is called a column matrix. For example, A is a matrix. This contains only one column. So I'll write the matrix. So this is an example for column matrix. Order of this matrix is there are 3 rows and 1 column. So this is 3 by 1. So this is an example for column matrix. One more. B is equal to -1, 0, 2, 3. Order of the matrix is 4 rows, 1 column. So this is example. One more. C is equal to 2, 1. The order of the matrix is 2 by 1. So number of rows is anything, but number of columns should be equal to 1. Then only we say that the matrix is a column matrix here. Is it okay? Next, similarly, we'll define the row matrix. So a matrix is said to be a row matrix. A matrix is said to be a row matrix if it has only one row. So this is opposite of this one, column matrix. So for example, I'll take the matrix as X. Any matrix represented by a capital letters, any letters. So X is the matrix 1, 2, 3. So this is an example for row matrix. The order of this matrix is how many rows and how many columns here? Only one row because only one horizontal line and 3 vertical lines. Therefore, the order of the matrix is 1 by 3. One more. Matrix Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The order of this matrix contains only one row. How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, the order of the matrix is 1 by 5. So, this is the row matrix. So, a matrix which contains only one row here. Next, we define the square matrix. You know what you mean by square? So, if all sides are equal, then we say that shape is a square. So, here not the shape, we deal with the order of the matrix here. Okay. So, a matrix in which the number of rows are equal to the number of columns. A matrix in which the number of rows are equal to the number of columns is said to be a square matrix here. That means if there is a matrix, we have to write the matrix. Usually we write the order of the matrix is m by n. M denotes the number of rows and n denotes the number of column. If this is equal, m is equal to n. That means if m is equal to 1, order row is 1, column is 1, 1 by 1. If m is equal to 2, row is 2, column is 2, 2 by 2. So this is a square matrix. If m is equal to 3, 3 by 3. So this is a square matrix. Similarly, m by m, number of rows is equal to number of columns. Then we say that that matrix is a square matrix here. In general, A is equal to Aij of order m by m is a square matrix of order m here. For example, P is equal to, I'll write only one element. So this is a square matrix because number of row is 1 and number of column is 1. So P is a 1 by 1 matrix. Next, Q. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of rows is 2. There are 2 rows. And number of columns is 2. Therefore, the order of the matrix is 2 by 2. So, this is a square matrix. Can write one more example. I'll take the matrix of order 3 by 3. 3 rows and 3 columns. 1, 0, minus 5, 2, root 2, 5, 1, 0. The order of this matrix is 3 rows and 3 columns. So, a matrix having number of rows equal to number of columns is called a square matrix. This is the important one. Next, so in this square matrix, I'll write the general matrix here. A matrix A, the general matrix, we know how to write A11, A12, etc. A1n, A21, A22, etc. A2n. If I write the m by n matrix, this becomes m here. Is it okay? This continues A, m1, A, m2, etc. A, mm. That is the last element. So here we can define a diagonal. How to represent a diagonal? So this is a diagonal. We call these entries are diagonal entries for a square matrix, and remaining elements are called non-diagonal elements. The entries of this line are called the diagonal entries of a square matrix, and remaining elements are called non-diagonal entries here. Therefore, what are the diagonal entries? A11, A22, A33, A44, etc. AMM are called the diagonal entries here. So, here there is one note. If matrix A is equal to Aij is a square matrix, diagonal elements are obtained only when matrix is a square matrix. Is a square matrix of order n, then the elements A11, A22, A33, etc. ANN. If I represent the matrix of order n, then the last entry should be ANN, are said to form the diagonals of the matrix A, that is diagonal entries of the matrix A. So in the example P, so here in this matrix P, there is only one diagonal entries. There is only one element. The diagonal entry is 1 here. So diagonal entry in P is 1. Next Q. What are the diagonal entries? This is the diagonal. So diagonal entries are 1, 4. So in the matrix Q, the diagonal entries are 1, 4. And in the matrix R, the diagonal entries are, what are the diagonal entries? This is a square matrix. So this is the diagonal. If I draw the line, this is the diagonal. The diagonal entries are 1, √2 and 2. So the diagonal entries are 1, √2 and 5. Is it okay? Next we define the diagonal matrix. So to define the diagonal matrix, the matrix should be a square matrix. Any matrix is said to be a diagonal. First of all, that matrix should be a square matrix. So a square matrix B is said to be a diagonal matrix if all its non-diagonal elements are 0. If all its non-diagonal elements are 0. Diagonal elements are anything, that may be a function or numbers or any numbers, but non-diagonal elements other than the diagonal elements are non-diagonal elements. All its non-diagonal elements are 0. Then only we say that that square matrix is a diagonal matrix. So that is, briefly we can define this as B is equal to the matrix Bij of order m by m. This denotes the matrix is a square matrix. Is said to be a diagonal matrix if Bij is equal to 0. So Bij equal to 0 when I not equal to j. That means I not equal to j indicates that the elements are other than the diagonal matrix, diagonal elements. If I is equal to j, then elements are the diagonal elements, that is a11, a22, a33, etc. So when I not equal to j, Bij is equal to 0. So this is the definition of the diagonal matrix. For example, let's write some diagonal matrix. So remember, first of all, the diagonal matrix should be a square matrix. So A is equal to, first I'll write the diagonal entries. 1, 2, -5. So these are the diagonal entries. I'll write the 3 by 3 matrix here. In a 3 by 3 matrix, you know, there are 3 rows and 3 columns. Then the remaining entries, this is the first row, this is the second row, and this is the third row. So this is an example for diagonal matrix. Other than the diagonal, all other elements are 0. One simple example. B is equal to 2, 0, 0, 1. So this is a simplest one. This is the 2 by 2 matrix. So B is equal to 2 by 2 matrix. This is a diagonal matrix here. Other than the diagonal, all other entries are 0. It's okay. Don't get confused. Next one, scalar matrix. We can define the scalar matrix in two ways. One is using the diagonal matrix, another one using the square matrix. I'll explain both the definitions here. First of all, remember that scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix. That means non-diagonal entries should be 0. Here the conditions for only the diagonal entries here. Okay. A diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix. A diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if its diagonal elements are same or equal. Equal to what? I don't know. Diagonal elements are same. Okay, so a diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if its diagonal elements are same. Clearly, non-diagonal elements are 0 because we already defined that matrix is a diagonal matrix. Or one more definition is there. If you start with the square matrix, instead of diagonal matrix, if you start the definition as a square matrix, we have to tell about the diagonal matrix as well as non-diagonal matrix. Okay. So a square matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if its diagonal elements are same and non-diagonal elements are 0. Okay. A square matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if its diagonal elements are same and non-diagonal elements are 0. That is, briefly we can explain or we can define this as a square matrix B is equal to Bij is said to be a scalar matrix if Bij is equal to 0 when I is not equal to j. I not equal to j implies non-diagonal elements. And Bij is equal to k, where k is some constant, any number, that may be 0, 1, 2, 3 or any function. So Bij is equal to k, same element, when I is equal to j, that is diagonal entries. Let's see examples here. So, I'll take the matrix P. This should be a diagonal matrix. Okay. Entries I don't know. First entry I'll write here 3. And the remaining entries should be 0 in that row. Next, in the second row, the first entry should be 0. Second entry is the diagonal entry. I have to write 3 itself. 0, 0, 0 and the last entry should be 3. So this is an example for a scalar matrix of order 3 by 3. Q, 2 by 2 matrix. If I write 2 by 2 matrix, if this is root 2, 0, 0, non-diagonal element should be 0 and root. So this is an example for scalar matrix of order 2 by 2. We can also ask the question like this. Suppose there is a matrix A. Matrix A is, this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, 5. Suppose the matrix A is a scalar matrix. Suppose the matrix A is a scalar matrix, then find the values of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We know only one thing, this is a scalar matrix. What is the definition of the scalar matrix? Scalar matrix is a square matrix in which all the diagonal elements are same and non-diagonal elements are 0. What are the non-diagonal elements? Non-diagonal elements are B, C, next one D, then F, then G, then H. So these are the non-diagonal element. Therefore, for these values equal to 0. And diagonal elements are same. So this is the diagonal for the matrix. The one entry is 5. Therefore, what about these two? A is equal to E. The value is equal to 5. Is it okay? So this is the application of the scalar matrix here. Next comes here identity matrix. So here also we can define this matrix by two ways. One is a diagonal matrix is said to be an identity matrix if its diagonal elements are equal to 1. In the scalar matrix, we define that the diagonal elements are equal or same. Equal to what? Don't know. That may be general number. But in the identity matrix, the diagonal elements are exactly equal to 1. Or a square matrix is said to be an identity matrix if its diagonal elements are equal to 1 and non-diagonal elements are equal to 0. Okay. If you start with the diagonal matrix, this sentence, you have to go through this definition. If you start by this sentence, you have to go through about the non-diagonal as well as diagonal. So usually we denote the identity matrix of order n by In. This is a square matrix. So I1 indicates a identity matrix of order 1 by 1. If n is equal to 2 indicates the identity matrix of order 2 by 2. So these are the examples. I1 only one entry, I2 1 0 0 1. So 2 by 2 identity matrix is 1 0 0 1. Sometimes we use this in the solving problems. I3, so this is a 3 by 3 identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. If you want a 4 by 4 identity matrix, the diagonal elements are 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1. So this is a 4 by 4 identity matrices. Next comes here zero matrix. Zero matrix. The name itself defines here. A matrix is said to be a zero matrix. I didn't mention is a square matrix. That may be any matrix. A matrix is said to be a zero matrix. One more name for this is null matrix if all its elements are 0. So we usually denote it by 0 of order m by n. So for example, this is a 0 matrix of order 1 by 1. This is a 0 matrix of order 2 by 2. 0 matrix of order 3 by 3. All the entries 0. This is a 0 matrix of order 2 by 3. So these are the example. So these are different types of a matrix. Thank you.